Weather Authority, always watching and tracking for you from the JES Weather Center.
Alrighty, everyone, a Weather Authority alert day is in effect for this upcoming Saturday. We're expecting a light accumulation of snow followed by freezing rain and sleet, and then eventually rain funneling in behind. Now, this could cause some road issues, so you'll likely want to reschedule your plans on Saturday, especially if you're traveling out of town, especially out towards the east and out towards the north. We could also see the possibility of some power outages as well. Now, going into Saturday at about 12 a.m., we'll start to see effects near parts of Tennessee, even the Carolinas, but by 3 and 6 a.m., we'll start to see some snow build in first, then the sleet and the frozen rain followed by the rain. And so that winter storm will be building through parts of the northeast as well, bringing a boatload of snow with it for parts of those areas. But on Sunday, we'll start to clear up a little bit. We could see a couple of snow showers build into play, especially through about lunch hour, and especially for parts of the mountainous areas and the western slopes. But then winds will start to gust near 20 and 30 miles per hour at times, following shortly after into the late afternoon. Now, snow estimates as of now, meteorologist Chris Michaels and I sat down and sort of came up with this map earlier. We're expecting about 1 to 3 inches across parts of the highlands. Could see a little bit more in some spots as of now, or as of the model runs earlier on in the day. And then across basically right along I-81, we're expecting a dusting or a coat of snow up to an inch possible. We're also expecting some ice to build into play, and that's sort of the big ordeal here that we're going to be dealing with on our Saturday. Anywhere from 1/10 all the way up to 3/4 of an inch of ice on the roadways is possible. So travel is certainly going to be difficult in some areas. Now, when we talk about precipitation types, I talked about rain, freezing rain, sleet, and snow. It all comes down to 1 degree at the upper atmosphere and near the surface. If we look at the rain, the entire atmospheric column is warm. If we look at the snow, the entire atmospheric column is cold or less than 32 degrees. Now, where it gets interesting is when we talk about freezing rain and sleet. It only takes one of those two areas, one of those two columns near the surface or the upper atmosphere to be 1 degree off, and then we'll see that type of precipitation. So the forecast is a little bit tricky right now, especially in between I-81 and I-64. That's sort of the gray area as of now. But what we're tracking this week, it's going to be seasonably cold, and then temperatures right now are fairly warm in some spots, 40s east of the Roanoke Valley, 30s out toward the north and west. Now, overnight tonight, temperatures all around about 32 degrees or the upper 20s. In current radar at the moment, we're dealing with some showers that are building through. So let's zoom in on those. We're seeing some really, really light showers build through parts of Botetourt into Bedford County and out towards the east. And even a couple of snow flurries are starting to build into parts of the NRV this evening. Now, these are very, very light flurries and very, very light showers. A lot of this is actually virga. It's not making it down to the surface. It's evaporating before it gets there. However, there are still very light showers out there and very light snow showers this evening. Future Tracker continues that trend. We'll see some of those showers, but they should wrap up by the time we get to sunrise tomorrow morning. And of course, here is one last look at your extended forecast. Again, a Weather Authority alert day in effect for this Saturday.